Oh, okay. Oh, we're back with some more world worldish events. Um, I was gonna do the baton video, but I think I'm gonna save that till probably tomorrow. I might do that tomorrow. But anyway, let's just get back to this. So apparently, this was this Japanese idol. Apparently, Ayam Muk. I'm just going to not butcher names and just watch the video. It's from what Mujin?
Entire country in a state of absolute shock. On the 11th of March 2025, a 22-year-old influencer by the name of Mogami was stabbed live on stream in broad daylight Japan. It's already quite rare to find a murder in this country, but what's even more rare is a violent crime of this nature, where the victim gets stabbed.
Now, I'm sorry, but like that just is crazy. Like in broad daylight, I can only imagine what caused this.
Over 30 times. So it's no wonder that people weren't just shocked, they were visibly confused. Everyone's asking themselves, how did this happen? What led this person to commit such a violent act? But the publications are asking themselves the same questions, with many Western ones, like the New York Times, not having any of the important details when reporting on it, making this out to be yet another parasocial case, with some even saying that it's another case of misogyny, but it's not
Oh,
that simple. In fact, this incident goes back years. She knew the man and had a hand in making him gradually lose his mind up until this point. It doesn't get crazier than this, and we're going to talk about everything from the beginning, so let's do this. So,
okay.
Irie Sato was a 22-year-old live streamer who went by the name Mogami online. The website she used to stream was whowatch.tv. Japanese people typically call it
Yes,
Fuwatch. She
yes, I
was
watched that.
very active on there and was one of its top performers. Before passing away, she had reached around 2,600 followers, which is apparently really big for this website.
I was just about to ask, just about to say that. Is that really
Her
big?
main area of expertise was just chatting streams, talking to her chat and interacting with them. Sometimes she'd do these creative challenges, going outdoors or talking to strangers, but in a nutshell, for her, it was all about her community. And speaking of community, this is where Kenichi Takono comes in, a 42-year-old man who had found her stream and really liked her personality. He had found her in December of 2021 and very quickly started to donate money to show his support. At his peak, he was donating over 100,000 yen a month. That is not a small amount of money today, being $674, but back then, when the yen was stronger,
Hold up. Oh, okay. Okay, so back back then that was what?
it was closer to $1,000 per month.
Now $1,000 a month from person. One person. I have to say, even we're okay, even $100 a month, even $50 a month. How I have to say, I would damn near I would damn near jump for joy. I would I would say I would I would say I would mostly probably sing your praises. Oh, okay, sing the person's praises, quite frank, or like or do something like special or something. You know, cause cause that's somebody's that's somebody else's well earned money.
This quickly caught Ai's attention because at the time she wasn't a full time streamer yet, she was still working at a restaurant. After having donated over 400,000 yen to her in the first few months of 2022, Ai decided to reach out to Takano directly and message him on the Line app. This is when they would first get in touch. For both of them, this was the beginning of the end. This is when their problematic relationship would start to take place. And now
Wait a
we have
minute.
access to these.
That right there is he's right. That is where the problem goes straight downhill. Cause okay, really, once you get once you have like one-on-one conversations with your friends and stuff like that, Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a very bad thing.
Conversations because they leaked after the incident. On September 2022, she would start to ask him to lend her money directly,
Ah,
not through tipping on the stream, directly to her
there you go. It's over. it, quite frankly, it's really over. Really, I, I'd say I mostly don't even need to watch the rest of this video. But I mean, it's bad. But you know, let's go and see. Let me finish. Let me finish. See how bad it really gets.
bank account. One of the first examples of this was her saying that she forgot her wallet at her job and that she's really strapped for cash, saying that she'll pay him back as soon as the next day or the day after. She also specified, I want the money transferred to the cash card I have at home, preferably right now. This was at 7 p.m. on September 8th, 2022. Within a minute, Takano responded, can I just transfer it now? Asking how much do you need? And her saying that she needs a few tens of thousands of yen. But this was only the beginning. And guess what? Even though she said that she was going to repay him the day after or the day after that, she didn't. She only kept asking for more. Not even 6 days after saying that she had lost her wallet and needed a few thousands to last her for the next day, she went ahead and asked for another 20,000 yen. But she wouldn't take no for an answer. He said he couldn't do it with his card, and then she was like, well, what about...
Okay, 20,000 yen. Okay, that's okay. That's probably equivalent to like what, $20, right? Mm-hmm.
What about a direct transfer from your bank account then? And Takano would always find a way. She would do this almost every week for a while, right? Here asking for 50,000 yen. The amount would always keep going up and the excuses would get crazier. Like, for example, this is a bad translation, but this is her pretty much saying that her sister's pregnant and she can't take care of the baby, so she needs money to help her. And still, Takano would send her money. And around more than a month after starting to ask him for money, not only did she keep insisting, things started to get very disturbing. Takano would send Ai a message saying, I'm worried, and this was in relation to his financial situation after giving her so much money. So she responded by saying, hey, where did you get the money from? And here's what he had to say. This right here is a bad translation, but what he's saying is Eiffel and Raiku, two of the biggest and most well-known loan companies in Japan. This meant that Takano had been taking on loans to send her money whenever she would ask because she was asking so consistently and he didn't have a stable job. So what does she respond with? She says, I want you to borrow from another company, different from Eiffel and Reiku, because I need 50,000 yen right now, arguing that she has loans to pay. So she saw that he was indebted to two different credit companies, and instead of saying, you know what, you should stop, she asks him to get indebted to a third company too. And this is when he reveals,
wow. Oh, I, I I have to say, um, I say it almost feels justified. I, it almost feels justified a little bit. Though I mean, of course, murder is wrong. Let's let's just say that murder is wrong. Yes, but I mean, did I did she at least pay some of it back? You know, yeah. She may be redeemed.
something even more disturbing. He says, it's really tough. In fact, soon it will be revealed that I lied and borrowed it. So to get the loan, he had to fake his income and other details about his employment. And again, this was her chance to say, you know what? Let's lay off this. I'll find someone else or I'll find another solution.
Yeah.
No, she triples down and says, I looked into it. And it turns out that if you have a job that qualifies you as a self-employed person or you're receiving the money in a tax-friendly way, you can still borrow the money even if you can't prove it, so it wouldn't be a lie. And then he specified very clearly, I lied about my annual income and working hours. But the conversation still goes on and she keeps insisting. Even if you don't have your personal information registered as a regular employee, you can still pass the screening and it's often impossible to confirm, so there's no way they'll find out if it's true or not. I went through because I couldn't confirm it. So I want to point out the fact that she was an expert at this, as if she's done this multiple times before. Even a financial advisor wouldn't know all this. So it does beg the question, was he her only victim at this point?
Oh boy. Oh, you know, that's an interesting question. Was he the only person? Probably not. I mean, probably probably not. Now, okay. Okay. Now if she wasn't, okay. Okay. If he wasn't the only person that she scammed like this, I mean, I said it really okay. It was only a matter of time, I would think, before someone did the exact thing that he did, or or came close to it. Where's my okay? There we go.
We still don't know. He also states that he's been ignoring the credit companies, and that he'll probably be getting a lump sum bill because he's been ignoring them. Also specifying that the billing address that he put was his parents' house. So his
Oh,
entire family was implicated at this point, but she just didn't care. He says, I'm getting scared of lying to borrow money now. And then she says, there's nothing I can do, I did it once. And then
wait. Excuse. Wait. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing you can do. You're sitting there having the man borrow money that you know damn well he can't pay back. And and, and quite frank, let's just take the dad dude can't pay it back. Okay, she's got she's got okay. So far, she's got him in debt like a hellload of debt. His family's involved. His family's involved. That quite frank is gonna get them in trouble. And 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 when you borrow money from the bank, we all know the saying: the bank always gets their money back, one way or another.
Takano says, so whatever happens, happens. So at this point, yeah, you might be asking yourself many questions. Why is this guy doing this? Well,
Yeah.
look, from all the text messages that leaked, he wasn't perverted. He never asked for any nudes or anything weird. It seemed that he just really liked watching her streams. She reached out to him for help, and he just couldn't say no. But even if he wanted to say no, she was very good at emotionally manipulating him, as evidenced by these messages. Look at this. He tells her in the beginning of November 2022 that he had applied to Raiku, right, the credit agency, to get more money to
Okay.
give to her. She replies with, yeah, with this emoji. Takano then says, I hope I can borrow it, with a cute emoji. 15 minutes later, what does she reply with? She says, I want to die if I can't borrow money. Takano says, don't say that. I replies with, I want to do it. So this is complete and utter
Wow.
emotional manipulation.
The guilt trip. Oh, the guilt trip. Oh, I have to say, I have to say, she had something special. She did. She had something special. Okay, this guy, sure, he did something that quite frank is unforgivable that he did. But at the same time, okay, okay, That guy, is is really, I would say, take take the killing away. Okay, take the kill take, okay take the killing away, and he's okay. He's the type of fan that, quite frank, mostly anyone would love to have. Yeah, yeah. He sounds really like a diehard fan, a super diehard fan that would really that would really have to say give you, he mostly did. I mean, he mostly did that and more. Give you his about 80% of his check weekly. Weekly. Day hell weekly, daily, you know, I mean, I say it's sad. It is so sad. It is so sad that that it really ended like this. Cause quite frank, it could have been a much better outcome.
This is disgusting. But obviously, it gets worse. He falls asleep briefly for around more than an hour. He says, I fell asleep, then says, I stay alive. Then she says, Takano, I can't live without you. Then he replies with, I'm happy. Me too, I can't live without you. And then I, Mogami, finishes off the conversation by saying, thank you as always. I love you. Yeah. I don't think it's too crazy to assume that
Love you
Takano
or
might
love
have
it.
thought that she was into him,
Cause
that
this
she,
it.
I don't know, appreciated him as more than a friend. Maybe that's what he was hoping for, but he never really expressed that in text messages. He was just always happy to help. But then, Takano's fantasy was cut short when the creditors came knocking. He had given
Yep.
her over 2.5 million yen, and back then that was over $20,000, with 1 million yen out of those 2.5 million being from creditors. So around the
Oh.
end of January 2023, he started asking for his money back, at least gradually, not all of it at once, saying, hey, listen, tomorrow, please start to pay me back. I replies with, sorry, can it be 2 days instead? He says, well, okay, fine, just please, on the 2nd of February. Then on the 2nd of February, he says, please deposit. What's going on? You said on the 2nd.
Oh man. Don't tell me the the typical tactic. um, I think is about to happen. She is going to do the oh, okay. Okay, it's one of these two tactics. One of these two tactics. Eh, It's I don't know you anymore. Sorry, who are you? Or 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 the number you have dialed is no longer in service. You have the wrong number. Or my favorite, quite frank, out of all of it, is is the favorite. Oh, I don't see, or is the ghosting. Which one are we going for? One, two, or three?
Second, so I moved it to the 2nd. The next day he says, please give me the money back. And on the 5th of February, he says, you're not going to pay me back anymore? Imogami then replies, this is a really bad translation, which she actually said was, no, I am going to give it back. And then talk
Okay, okay, that's something. Okay, she's okay. That's something. Though I'm surprised it took like what two? Okay, what 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 days.
Takano says, is that so? This is when she would pretty much ghost him. She would not reply to him
Uh,
anymore. 6 days later,
it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen.
Takano says, I'm barely making ends meet, so unless you transfer the money, I won't be able to pay anything in advance. Please transfer the money. A couple days later, I guess I won't get my money back. A few days later, are you willing to refund the money? Nothing. He was just talking to a brick wall. But of course,
Yep.
for him, it only got worse. Not only were the creditors after him, but he was witnessing her live stream and get a lot of money from live streams, while at the same time celebrating the fact that she had found a fiancé, that she was about to
What?
get married, and that they
Oh my! Oh my goodness! Okay, okay. This is essentially catfishing. Quite frank.
both were living in a high rise apartment together, meaning that she was financially well off, and yet he hadn't seen a single cent returned from her. Takano was very frustrated, understandably, and losing a lot of hope. But Interestingly enough, he sought to resolve this legally. He had lent her money, he was in big financial trouble, but in 2023, he sued her in order to get his money back. And in December of 2023, he actually won the lawsuit. The
All
judge had
right.
ordered her to pay him back everything he's lent her, so 2.5 million yen, with an interest rate of 3% per year from December 8th, 2023 until the payment is made.
Okay. See, right there. See, right there. See, the problem, quite frank, I'm gonna say it, quite frank. Mm. See, this is part. Okay, this is partially a problem with the with courts. It's quite frank. Okay, but okay, when you're ordered to pay somebody back, right, and all that shit, you know, you could quite frank really slow walk it. You can really, you can essentially slow walk paying them. You know, all the really court really cares about is, hey, you pay them. You know, you can really, quite frank, go on. Oh, let's say, okay, okay. You could rake in two, three, four, $5,000, right? Probably weekly, and pay and say, you know, oh, here's two, 300 or $50. Hell, even 100. Hell, hell, the probably okay. I would say probably the okay, I would say the lowest you could probably go would probably would be like 50, maybe 50, maybe even maybe 25, and say, oh, here's $25 out of the gajillions that I owe you. I'm sorry, I don't have money. Like, I got bills to pay and all that shit. I got bills to pay. But here I am, making a hell load of money on the side.
So the court fully sided with Takano. He was completely in the right because at the time he had no stable income and was living in poverty. So obviously, him winning that lawsuit was a relief. At least it seemed that way until he realized that it didn't really change much. Mogami would start to reference this lawsuit on stream sometimes in a passive
Wow.
aggressive manner, saying things like, I borrowed money and I'm going to court. Or the comments from a certain individual saying, give me my money back were so awful that I blocked him using the block function. She would even say that all she had to do was pay back all the money to get rid of this lawsuit in a nonchalant tone, as if it wasn't a big deal. The reality of these two could not be more different. In the court records of this lawsuit, Takano had said, I had feelings for her and wanted to help her if she was in trouble, and there she was nonchalantly saying, yeah, I guess I just have to pay it back. Additionally, since Takano watched her streams regularly, he understood that she was making a lot of money through tips and donations. She had a platinum badge on FuWatch, which meant that she was one of the platform's top streamers. There are multiple ranks on this website, right? And typically, when you get to the point where Mogami was, you're making a monthly income of 300,000 to
Are you
400,000
kidding me?
yen in donations. And still, he was seeing nothing, even though the
Wow. Oh, oh my lord. Oh my lord. So okay. So how much would that be?
court had ordered her to pay him back, he was not seeing a single cent.
Hold up. Whoopsie. Sorry.
But obviously, the salt in the wound did not end here. She had a Twitter account that is private, so we don't know much about it. But some people found another Twitter account of hers that was fully about poker, with the
No.
first post she had posted on this account being her holding a bag full of chips worth
Are you?
542,000 yen. So that could explain where a lot of Takano's money might have gone. So at this
Oh.
point, Takano felt completely cornered. He had tried to help someone who he really liked, getting indebted to two different companies and living in
Oh my gosh. Just just when I say just when I thought really it could not get any worse, and quite frank, it did. So okay. So far we have our boy is debt. a hell load of the debt. He won the case to get her to get her to pay him back. It did not work. It did not work, and she's gloating about, quite frank, about okay. Okay, hold up. I would say, yeah. No. Hold up. I would say she's gloating about it. That, oh yeah, I lost the case, whatever. All I gotta do is just pay him back, that's it. That's nothing. That's nothing. Oh, and I'm married too. No, no, and I'm engaged to a rich person. A rich man that that has a hell load of money. And let's not forget the nice icing on the cake. Hey, all that money that you sent me, most of all that money. Guess what? I probably gambled it all away. Yeah, don't don't doesn't that feel fucking great, doesn't it?
Poverty, and even though he had gone through the legal means of getting his money back, nothing had changed, and he was seeing the same woman who scammed him and played with his feelings continue to stream and thrive, making a lot of money monthly. Eventually, during the year of 2024, something had cracked in him, and in
That was last year.
2025, he made up his mind. He
Oh,
sent
my
her
bad.
one final
That,
message on March 7th, 2025, blaming himself for falling in love and being deceived, and asking her one last time, please give me my money back. I'm in the negative because of the consumer loans I borrowed to lend to you, and I can't live. Asking, can you somehow pay me back at least 10,000 yen, which is not even like $100? Adding that he'd been taking
wow. He's not even asking for $100. Really, he's asking less than that. It's really just, please pay back something, anything. Like, okay, okay. What it seems like is, okay. He's not trying. He did not want to go and do this. It's, look. He's trying to give her a lifeline. Say, hey, show me you're still a good person.
taking a lot of pills recently and had been sleeping all day because of how depressed he was. But of course, he was ignored. 4 days later, Mogami had gone live, streaming around the Shinjuku area. Takano saw this, recognized the area, and decided to go pay her a visit. He took Oyama Station, which was the closest to him, and rode close to 2 hours down to Shinjuku. She was initially streaming around the Takanadobaba station, but then made her way down to the Shin Okubo station. So he took the metro and he followed her. This is a map that kind of tells you how it happened. He
Okay.
started here, he went down here. She kept walking this way, and so then he followed her that way too. And that's where the incident took place. Eventually, he was able to make out where she was streaming from, so he made his way to her tripod setup, and that's where he struck. Multiple times, repeatedly, violently, with a blank look in his eyes. The knife he had used was 13 centimeters in length. He showed up with a backpack, and there were 2 other
Okay. Okay. For most people that don't know, 13 centimeters really on a knife is really, quite frank, a pocket knife. It's really most a pocket knife. Of so, you know, and what, 30 times. Oh, I mean, okay, he must have been letting it all out, all at freaking once.
knives in there as well. He had stabbed her over 30 times in the neck, in the chest,
Wait, over 30 times. I'm guessing, because it was, he said 30, or I think it was 30, or over 30 times. Oh, so the neck, I mean, basically everywhere. What it sounds like is,
in the shoulder, and initially she was screaming help, but then went silent. And I mean, think about that
oh,
for a second. 30 times, just doing the same motion over and over again. That's not normal, right? None of this is normal. This is very violent, and the fact that he had a very blank stare made it worse. In fact, he kept talking to her as she was laying on the ground. At that point, the screen was completely black, you could hear sirens in the background, and you could also hear him asking her, while she lay on the ground, "Are you dead yet?" while kicking her. To
Wow.
say that there was fear and confusion is an understatement. The entire place was swarmed with police and paramedics. And to add to the confusion, people didn't even know who was actually stabbed. This tweet right here, with almost 500,000 views, said that she was a
Damn. Okay. Okay. I have to say. Okay. The guy stabs her ass, stabs her 30, about what, 30 plus times. Does it? No emotions, nothing. Then while she's lying on the ground, probably bleeding to death, what he kicks her. You dead yet? Talk talk about cold. Talk about ice fucking cold.
voice actress and a live streamer, stabbed by an anti-fan while streaming on the Japanese site Whowatch. Mogami was not a voice actress, she was a live streamer, and that's because they were confusing her with a voice actress by the same name.
Oh,
This Mogami was being flooded with emails, DMs, calls, messages, thinking that it was her that was stabbed. Her agency had to put out a statement saying, "Listen, guys, first off, condolences to whoever just got killed, but
yeah.
please stop flooding my messages. It's not me." And as you can see, this was pretty damn significant, seeing that this post has over 30 million views. Now, when it comes to Japanese people, the reactions varied greatly. Very shortly after the stabbing incident, people made up a makeshift memorial. But you might have noticed the fact that many of these news outlets, their videos that they posted on YouTube, are heavily disliked. And that's because for some Japanese, they're siding way too much with the victim rather than the plight of the person who committed the crime. You can see this in the comments, with this one having over 2,400 likes saying, "There's no way you can borrow 2.5 million yen and just say, I don't know, block? I can't approve of murder, but I can understand the feeling of murderous intent." This
Yeah.
post on Twitter echoes a different statement saying, "Whatever they do to you, don't stab them to death," reminding people that Takano had kicked her when she was down after the stabbing, so don't blame the victim, he's in the wrong here. There was a lot of discussion in the
I mean, okay. 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 I okay. I want to go for more, but hold up.
comments section of the article on Yahoo Japan detailing the incident. The most upvoted ones echoed the fact that yes, they do feel sorry that she had to be murdered, but at the same time, they felt sorry for the perpetrator. So as you can see, this is a very complex situation.
Damn.
It's not black and white at all. And in the end, I think it doesn't have to be. I think multiple things can be true at once. It's true that murder is too far. He is definitely wrong for that. But at the same time, it's not like she was innocent either. She manipulated him hard, and she was really good at it, making many people wonder if she had done it before and if there are other victims. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't conclude this without any bloodshed. Guys, be safe out there. And if someone asks you for money, know your limits, because if it's too good to be true, then it
Probably
probably
is. It probably is. But uh, I mean, it just goes to show, quite frank. Um, for okay, mostly for one, like I mean, okay, sure, okay, yes, the guy is in the wrong, but at the same time, so is she. Quite frank, I have to say, she's worse than okay, okay. I was gonna say she's worse than what he did, but at the same time, no, no, okay, no, she's not. But at the same time, she's equally as bad. Sure, she didn't kill. Okay, okay, sure, sure, she didn't kill nobody. Sure. But at the same time, she really, quite frankly, she made his life a living, most I'd say, a living hell. A living hell. Now, now he's going to jail. And probably, he may go to jail probably for the rest of his life. He's what? They say it was like 40 something, I think. So, hell, what, see, he's got what, 50, 60, okay, 50, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, by what? By freaking 70, he's probably going to be damn near dead any darn way. So let's see. So that's he's got a good 30 years, if that. Really, if that. Because from what I heard, Japan's justice system um is quite harsh. It is quite. It is. You are not getting no free rides over there. You are not getting the free rides. So um so he's most likely going to jail for probably for the rest of his life. Eh, most likely for the rest of his life. Um it's sad that it ended like this, though at the same time she shouldn't have been sitting there catfishing, catfishing people, and quite frank, taking them for all their worth. Really, for all he's worth. But at the same time, this also shows that, look, um, these streamers and stars and all that crap. Same said. I have to say the same way for quite frank for me. Eh, Just really, I'm gonna put myself in self in this on category. Be careful of who you screw around with, because because the same thing could happen to you. Well, okay, to any content creator, even me, if I was stupid enough to freaking do that. If I was freaking stupid enough, which I'm not. No, I am not. I am not going to put anybody anybody of my fans or anything like that into a position of debt. I don't want that. Nowhere, no, no. I don't want that. I would never want that. If you and if you was to go into debt because of me, I would stop. I would first. I would say, don't you ever do that again. Don't you ever do that again. And we're gonna figure out a way to get you to get you out of debt. But uh, again, I mean, it just goes to quite frank show that you have to be extra careful with streamers, with streamers, and people that oh, okay, so it sometimes, quite frank, sometimes that the goodest of peoples. Okay, no, hold up. No, no, hold up. What's the saying? God damn, what's the saying? It's hold up. It's okay. I don't remember the fucking saying, but it's something like of, oh, um uh I can't remember. So it'll hopefully it'll come to me eventually, and I'll write it down, some shit like that. But anywho, thank you all again for coming. I'm sorry, this is freaking late. This is what a long ass freaking video and crap like that. I was not expecting it to be this damn long. Um, I should have shortened it, or sped it up, wait, or whatever. So tomorrow, or probably today, I'm gonna do actually, hold up. I think I think I'll do the baton video probably tomorrow. So probably look forward to that. Um, it's been like a few damn days or whatever. This video's been like a week, like last week. I think it's been like last week. Um, so I mean, hopefully some new stuff came out. Don't know. And I'll probably do like an update of this video or whatever. If some new stuff comes to light or whatever, something like that. But anywho, thank you all again for coming to watch and all that stuff. It's a little bit of um, a little bit of I have no idea what I'm saying. Anywho, um, I'll see you all tomorrow for not or well yeah to nine tomorrow for nines. Um, I gotta get up early, like around 8. No, hold up, no, 8. Yeah, 8. To gotta go out do appointment crap. Cousin just loves to sit there and just drag me the fuck around like a puppy. So give the holiday, and my stupid ass is dumb as hell, and going along with it. But anyhow, I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a lovely night.